Hey, welcome back. This is Math, Chapter 4, Problem Solving Investigation. Draw a diagram. Get your math notebook out. Press pause while you work out these 6 problems. Show me that you understand what you're doing. Ask any questions at the group. Press play when you're ready to continue. Check your answers here. Press play. Essential question. What does it mean to multiply and divide fractions? What will we learn today? To draw a diagram problem-solving strategy to visualize a mathematical situation. Case number 3, Internet. Francesca spent 25 minutes on the Internet yesterday. If this was 5/6 of the time she spent on the computer, how long did she spend on the computer but not on the Internet? Number 1, we need to understand the problem. What are we being asked to find? If this was 5/6 of the time she spent on the computer, how long did she spend on the computer but not on the Internet? So 5 out of 6 blocks of time were on the Internet. One more 1/6 was just the computer. My plan is to find the unit rate by dividing first, then find how much for 6. I've also drawn a diagram to help me visualize it. If we see 6 parts and 5 parts are taken, and those 5 parts are 25 minutes, 5 divided by 5, 25 divided by 5 is 5. So each block represents 5. She has one more block where she wasn't on the Internet, but she was on the computer. This block is also worth 5 minutes. So she spent 5 more minutes on the computer, not on the Internet. Case number 4, basketball. Miko practiced shooting a basketball for 7/10 of her total practice time. During the other time, she practiced dribbling. If she practiced dribbling for 18 minutes, how many minutes did she practice shooting? Understand the problem? What are you being asked to find? If she practiced dribbling for 18 minutes, how many minutes did she practice shooting? What is the strategy to solve the problem? My plan is to draw a diagram of equal-sized blocks, find the unit rate, then multiply that to get the final answer. She practiced 7 out of 10 shooting baskets. The remaining time was 18 minutes that she spent dribbling. My plan is to draw a diagram of equal-sized blocks, find the unit rate, then multiply that to get the final answer. Each of these blocks in the 18 minutes is worth 6. 7 times 6 to find time shooting is 42 minutes. She spent 42 minutes practicing shooting. Case number 5, biking. 2 bike riders, 175 miles apart, begin traveling toward each other at noon. One travels at 20 miles per hour, the other at 15 miles an hour. Also at noon, a fly begins flying between the riders. Starting at the front of the slower bike, the fly travels at 20 miles per hour and can change direction without losing any time. How far will the fly travel before the bicycles meet? Understand the problem. What are you being asked to find? How far will the fly travel before the bicycles meet? What's your plan? What is your strategy to solve the problem? My plan is to draw a diagram to represent the distances traveled. I've made a diagram. The bicycle traveling at 20 miles an hour. After 1 hour, he's gone 20 miles. After 2 hours, 40 miles. After 3 hours, 60 miles. 4 hours, 80 miles. And after 5 hours, he's gone 100 miles. At the same time, The 15-mile-an-hour bicyclist, after 1 hour, has gone 15, 2 hours 30, 3 hours 45, 4 hours 60, 5 hours 75. At this point, the total distance traveled is 175 miles. So after 5 hours, the two bicyclists will meet. But how far did the fly travel? So if we know that the bicycles rode for 5 hours and that the fly is traveling at 20 miles per hour, I do 5 times 20 to find out that the fly has traveled for 100 miles by the time the two bikes meet. I also used a table. The distance traveled by the 20-mile-an-hour bike plus the distance traveled by the slower bike, total distance. I continue this pattern until that I get that they have traveled 175 miles. At that time, they've gone for 5 hours. Then I go back to the fact that the fly traveled 20 miles an hour to figure out the total 100 miles the fly has flown. Case number 6, fruit. Use the table that shows the prices of different amounts of mixed fruit at the grocery store. So I can get 2 pounds of mixed fruit for $4.50, 4 pounds for $9. How much will 13 pounds of fruit cost? Well, it tells me 2, 4, 6, and 8, but not 13. How much will 13 pounds of fruit cost? That's what I'm being asked to find. What is my plan? My plan is to find out how much for 1, the unit rate, then multiply that by 13 to get the cost of 13 pounds of fruit. I can see that 2 pounds sell for $4.50, so I will divide $4.50 by 2 to get the unit price. $4.50 divided by 2 is $2.25. $2.25 times 13 equals $29.25. Does your answer make sense? One way to check my answer would be to compare my answer for 13 pounds to twice the cost of 6. Because 6 times 2 is 12, which is close to 13, I see that my answer is a little more than 12, so it is reasonable. That's all for now.